Hello and welcome back to English with Alice. What are the most common mistakes that I hear my students make when we are having informal chats? Today I'm going to teach you those 13 mistakes and how to correct them. Are you ready? Let's go. I have two brothers, Alicia and Juan. Incorrect. Two brothers means two male brothers. Alicia, this is I have one sister and one brother. The collective term for both of those is siblings. So the correction here would be I have two siblings, Alicia and Juan. In my case, I have three siblings because I have two brothers and one sister. So three siblings. Second most common mistake. It was a good party. No? Instead, say, it was a good party, wasn't it? So if you want someone to agree with you, we can't just put no on the end. You have to use the verb that was used in the affirmative. It was a good party, wasn't it? Let's look at another example just to make sure that's clear. It is a sunny day, isn't it? So here, I don't say it's a sunny day. No, it is a sunny day. And then I use the same verb as I used in the affirmative to form the question, isn't it? Okay, let's look at the third most common mistake. This one is a classic. I knew Paul at a party last year. No, what this person wants to say is I met Paul. It was the first time that we made contact. I met him. I met my partner at a concert. Not I knew, I met. Okay, most common mistake number four. I'm a lawyer, but I also teach English sometimes. This isn't about me, by the way. I'm a lawyer. Whenever we talk about our profession, you need to use an article. I'm a lawyer, but I also teach English. This is very important. Let me give you another example. I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher, not I'm teacher. So any profession that you're talking about, you need an article. If the profession starts with a vowel sound, you can say an. I'm an architect. I'm an architect. He's an engineer. So a or an with your profession. Okay, mistake number five. We are 12 in my English class. There are 12 of us in my English class. We are 12. To be 12 in English is talking about your age. Like we are 12. We are 12 years old. No, there are 12 of us in my English class. So when you want to talk about the amount of people in a group, including yourself, this is the correct structure. There are 6 of us in my family. There are 3 of us going to the restaurant tonight. Okay. Number 6. He said me. He said me that he was tired. No. He told me that he was tired. He said you would just have, he said that he was tired. He said that he was tired, but he told me. When you use told, you can use the object pronoun. He told my mum. He told her, but not he said my mum, he said her. Is that clear? All right, let's look then at number 7. My friend who works for Sonny, or you might pronounce this differently, he is an engineer. Incorrect. My friend who works for Sonny is an engineer. Okay, let's look at this then. My friend, this is the subject of the sentence, my friend. This is extra information. But my friend is an engineer. If we put he, now we have two subjects. This is not necessary. So instead we have my friend is an engineer. And this is extra information who works for Sonny. We can see as well, just note, because this was one of the mistakes we just saw, an engineer, right? Because it's a profession. So I need the article, an engineer. So this mistake is about having two subjects. Okay, we don't need the two subjects. Okay. Number 8, we're over halfway through. Have you ever made any of these mistakes? Okay. All the days I go to the office. Do not say this. I go to the office every day. Every day is the expression you want. Every day I wake up early. Do not say all the days I wake up early. Every day. Good expression. This is really important, and this is super common. Do you know Africa? And insert any city, country, continent there. Do you know Chile? Do you know South America? This is incorrect. You have to ask, have you been to? And careful with the preposition. It's not in. When we're talking about a place, it's to. So, have you been to England? Not do you know England? Because knowing in this sense is about, do you know that England exists? Do you have the knowledge of the country? But what you want to ask is if a person has visited that place, if they have been to that place in their life. So, have you been to Africa? Have you been to England? Have you been to, I don't know, space, right? Not do you know? Very, very common mistake, this one. Okay, number 10. I lived in Japan during 3 years. I lived in Japan for 3 years. When we're talking about the amount of time, this is, by the way, the present perfect. No, it's not. This is the past simple. I lived. This is how you know that I'm a real human, because I make mistakes too. I lived, past simple, in Japan for 3 years. We use for plus amount of time to talk about duration. So for 6 months, for 8 days. I did something for this amount of time. Okay. Number 11. I've been learning English since 2 years. This is another way that I've heard people say it, but with since, you actually need to use a specific point in time. So I could say I've been learning English since 2012, for example. But when I'm talking about a duration, just as the example in the last example, for 2 years, for 2 years. Since needs to be a specific point. For we use to talk about a duration. I've been learning English for 2 years. I've lived in Chile for 12 years. Is that clear? Okay, let's move on. Number 12. I am agree with you, or I'm agree. No. Agree is a verb, to agree. So I agree. We do not need the verb to be with this. It is not I am agree or I am disagree. I agree. I disagree. Okay, agree, use it as a verb. And we can use it in the past, right? Yesterday, I agreed with him. In the past, I agreed. No, I did agree. Okay? Or I was agree. No, I agree. I will agree. I agreed. Okay, let's look then at the last common mistake. My birthday is on February. My birthday is in. This is a preposition mistake. My birthday is in. When we talk about months, you need to use the preposition in. In my case, my birthday is in October. So remember this one. Months use the preposition in. I had my last medical checkup in January. I went on holiday in July. Okay? This next part is super important. This is the quiz where you consolidate your learning. How much of this class have you taken in? Can we consolidate that learning now with this quiz? This quiz has this paragraph actually, it has 5 mistakes in it. These are 5 common mistakes that we have just learned. So I'm going to read the paragraph and you're going to try and find or spot 5 mistakes. Let's go. I lived in Barcelona during 3 months. It was fantastic. I knew my boyfriend there. I lived in a small flat. We were 3. I'm teacher and I taught English online to my students. How about you? Do you know Barcelona? Okay, did you find any mistakes? Let's have a look together and we can edit. So I lived in Barcelona during 3 months. This is the problem. Not during. I lived in Barcelona for 3 months. It's a duration of time. It was fantastic. I knew my boyfriend there. What's the problem here? Not I knew. Do you remember what the correct word is? I met. I met my boyfriend there. I lived in a small flat. We were 3. Doesn't sound right, does it? That is incorrect. We were 3. How do we correct this? This is a bit of a longer sentence. There were three of us. There were three of us. I'm teacher and I taught English online to my students. What is the mistake here? The article. I'm teacher. No, I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher. This is my profession. I need an article. How about you? Do you know Barcelona? So, do you know Barcelona is incorrect? Instead, what do we have to say? Do you remember? It's have you been to? Have you been to Barcelona? How did you do with that? Did you find the five mistakes? Okay, I would like you then to finish to write down a common mistake that you have made in English. This can help other learners to not make the same mistake. So share it in the comments. I hope this was a really useful class, and I'll see you again next time. Goodbye.